if the bleeding harborman won't lift a finger. Too much to hope a mainlander would. Fair journeys to you, though. You been to the tannery? You find my tools yet? I could still use those power tools by the tannery. 450 caps. Everyone's always ripping into me about the hull. I want to build the hull up, proper. Make it strong, and keep those blasted crabs out. For good. Each harborman is the captain of his own ship. Worked fine for generations on the homesteads. Your land, your rules. But when the island pushed them onto my dock, one by one, the ungrateful bastards expect me to look after my land, even though they're squatting on it, like wretches. I couldn't very well toss them back into the fog, could I? Bad luck, that. Surely their spirits would haunt me to my grave. And that's a fact. You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is, you and me both, been saving these whelps for ages without even a word of thanks. Likewise, I hope the island doesn't kill you quick. Or slow, for that matter. They call me the mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though. Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
Get them and I'll reward you proper. You have my word. Now get.
I'm a bit short on caps. But I have old Jimmy's shotgun I can give you. Heavens no, he can't use it anymore. The pay is what the pay is. Are you in or out? I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. What? Well, of course you have. Why not? I'd say be careful. But after that captain's dance, how about have fun? I'll send the work crew over.
If you have a mind for it, you can go there and reinforce the area. Might make a good spot for harbormen to settle.
Once you mop the decks with them, I'll send my crew over. Best of luck. The ship's the MS Azalea. Expect trappers. Mean ones. A charging fog crawler packs a lot of force. A thick sheet of reinforced steel still may not be enough. But it's a good start. With a bit of arc welding and some elbow grease, the hull could be reinforced to be sturdy. Fierce. Best to do it soon. Before... well, soon. A cargo freighter foundered ages ago. To the south. It gave me this idea. Those tools you found are a joy to work with. I'm thinking of casting off once the hull's done. Slip out in the middle of the night. Keep a wary eye. Keep a wary eye. You joining us? Acadia's got to pay. Murderers gotta pay. At last. No thieves on my dock, damn it! I ain't going down alone! Ha! Ha ha! Ha! Ha ha! Leave my docks alone! You one of those narcoleptics? Sure. I have all the time in the world. You ain't big on conversation, are you? Dima and all those scents? I had no idea. You ever heard of Machete Mike? With proper tools, the things I can do. It looks like a proper hull now, don't it? Nothing more to be done for the hull. See the hull? That's thanks to the mainlander, a true friend of the harbor. Everyone hear about Machete Mike? He was found dead. I don't have proof, but I believe the mainlander may be connected with his death. The mainlander wronged me. Reneged on a deal. Alan may be a handful, but he's always helped us when we needed it most. Alan may be a handful, but he's always helped us when we needed it most. The hull needs mending. You know, it just don't build itself. I need proper wood, steel, nails, the like. The hull needs mending. You know, it just don't build itself. I need proper wood, steel, nails, the like. That stupid wall is the only thing that kept you stowaways alive. That and the mainlander. Haven't you fouled up things enough, Alan? And now you mean to make it worse? No deal. But this isn't the last of it. Don't know. Too far into the fog. We don't got long. Eyes peeled, everyone. They're here! They're here! This ain't a drill. Quiet all. Man the hall. Something's out there. Run, idiot! If anything shows up, give him covering fire. It's got to be the red glowing eyes. I mean, when the fog's thick, that little fella is deadly in his own fashion. The shoals around here are treacherous. A middling captain with a mite of curiosity would run aground for certain. And this far from shore? That'll end you. I have little stomach for it. But it's better than the alternative. There.
My aunt was no fool. We rowed to shore for all our might. Tide made it hard, but we hit landfall.
From the beach, they saw the glow on the horizon. Oh, ha ha. Oh, ha. Easy for you to say. You don't have to live with those louts. Ugh, what do we say to all the folk back home? Well, he's a menace, so he's got to be put down. But if we tell them the truth, we'll be a laughing stock.
Did it take long? My gran figured it would take a mini-nuke direct center to the eye to do it in.
And we found, the Red Death. Well, no. So, we set sail. Well, smaller than that. Well, smaller than that. So, we set sail? My whole life, I've been having nightmares about a little Mirelurk. When I was a little one, I went sailing with my aunt. Fog rolled in thick and fast, and we saw it. Glowing red, crimson, an unholy light that stretched to the sky. My aunt was no fool. We rowed to shore with all our might. Tide made it hard, but we hit landfall. You ever get a gnawing in your belly to do something crazy? But reason and sense keep steering you clear?
What a relief. I figure if you did find the Red Death, you would be goners for sure.
You've no idea how pig-headed and relentless harbormen can be. Or maybe you do. The story'll be told for generations.
Well, perhaps you'll find it next time.
If you'll back me up, I'm happy to do that. Called her a drunk, or worse. True, she was known to dip into her cups. You see it, right? The hull's strong, and one more rifle won't make a difference. Then 2 weeks after, a full fishing boat never came back. Wrecks all around it. I've been looking to end the reign of the Red Death's terror my whole life. Thank you. That's good advice. But I don't think I can take it. Bring whatever weapons of death and mass destruction you got. This trip is going to test our mettle more than anything. Meet by the docks. You take your boat, I'll take mine. The Red Death. May have heard of it. The big monster lives beneath the waves. Only strikes when the fog is thick. The Red Death. May have heard of it. The big monster lives beneath the waves. Only strikes when the fog is thick. People think it's some drunken sailor's tale. But no one goes sailing when there's a fog on. In their bones, they know there's something out there. Fortune favors the bold and unbalanced, right? You're the only mainlander I'd ever tell of this. So hear me out.
So you killed it?
Oh, yes, we did at that. It was quite the sight.
Did you hear? They did it. The Red Death's no more.
It was a terrible fight. It was a terrible fight. That would have worked, but we made do.
The seas are ours again. We can fish in peace. Tell me, are you injured, Mariner? Are you okay?
No, we managed to get through, unscathed. A bit bigger than a dog. Well, hear me out before you make your judgments then.
A dog. The Red Death is a tiny little crab. Ha. So how big are we talking?
I knew it.
So as big as one of the queens?
It was a Mirelurk. A bit, smaller than we expected.
What, like a giant hunter? Them's big, too. With huge claws. So well, then, I'm glad you brought the mainlander. Otherwise you'd be dead for sure. You need a mini-nuke or 3. Big game, ha.
It can't be. Change your mind about hunting the Red Death? I seek to end this unholy terror. Dozens of boats over the long years been claimed by it.
They're here. They're back.
No one's encountered the Red Death up close and lived, but many folk have seen its glow from afar. We take our boats, and I can get us there. I know it, but it could be the deadliest challenge we ever face. So I'll understand if you pass. I've been collecting the details of those sightings for years. I mean to hunt this Red Death. Are you with me?
Did you find it? Did you end the scourge of the seas?
I didn't think it would turn out like this. Let's go. I thought I got this for you to celebrate.
Here's to the heroes.
We looked for it, but, just didn't find it. That's the Red Death? With my business here done, and knowing someone like yourself.
Thank God. I thought for sure you were sailing to your graves.
Good. An open mind. Listen, I've thrown every cap I have into the hull. I'm close to beggared defending the harbor, but anything you find on the Red Death is yours. I just want to put it down for good. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Then there's no danger in looking for it then.
When I was a little one, I went sailing with my aunt. Fog rolled in thick and fast.
Well, I'll be here if you change your mind. When Auntie Stacy told others of her brush with the Red Death, they laughed at her. Meet you there, and get prepared.
And we saw it, glowing red, crimson, an unholy light that stretched to the sky.
You'll never change my mind on this. So don't you go getting cold feet on me now, Mainlander. You pledged to help me, so let's be about it. Harbor's safe as it's going to get. No sin in knowing your own worth. Ugh. Machete Mike got to you, did he? Some things are worth more than caps. Protection for friends and family. A bit of respect. Not like a cad like you would understand. Leave me. Keep looking, then. A man named Paulie used to camp there. Very handy fellow. Fog rolled in a year back, and he had to pull up his stake. He left the harbor recently, so everything that's there is fair salvage. All manner of good I can do with those tools. The hull took a battering, to be sure. I want nothing to do with you. But without my walls, all of us would have been killed long ago. The tannery's full of dangers, no doubt. Might be this is for the best. Keep an eye out on the horizon, Mainlander. Look out for yourself. That silver-tongued devil. We had a deal. Well, it's good to know your worth. Leave. A fair bit of luck running into you. Here's your reward. Well earned. And now to work on the hull. As I said, it's a dangerous place. Mind yourself. As I said, it's a dangerous place. Mind yourself. I'll catch up to you. The Red Death. You read me, Mainlander? I plotted a safe course for your boat. Don't tamper with it. The shoals near where we're headed can easily capsize a boat of your size. If your offer of help is still open, I could use some advice. I thought you didn't believe, Captain. Well, the Mainlander does, and together we're going to put an end to it. Why I even bother? Get this through your rum-soaked skull. The hull falls, we die. That's simple. Get this through your rum-soaked skull. The hull falls, we die. That's simple. If the bells sound, Alan, I need you to pass out guns to any harborman that'll carry them. The hull needs to be fully manned. There's a foul wind coming. Mark my words. The island's restless. No good can come of it if these knuckleheads don't pitch in. The whole lot of us are doomed. Only sounds that used to be here was the squabbling of gulls and the slapping of the waves. If the stowaways keep pushing, one day I'll be gone on the high tide. Then where will they be? Well, if you get around to it, all the better. If not, understood. Good luck either way. I had a feeling I could count on you. Hull's got plenty of stopping power now. But if a Mirelurk Queen went for a frontal assault, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. Mainlander. Defense is one of those things you don't need. Until you do. Crabs are crawling all over the island along the coast. But you might want to check around Haddock Cove. I got one last idea. Crazier than a box of rat roaches, but that hasn't stopped you before. So you gather up a bunch of the carapaces and lug them back here. Might be right, that. But I had an idea. Thicker walls can beat the whole mass velocity force issue. But the bigger problem is acid. Only thing I've ever seen survive a queen's acid are other mirelurks. The mirelurks on our islands have carapaces that are extra tough. Well, not yet. But I'm telling you, the island's bubbling over with menace. Only a matter of time, I reckon. Yes and no. It's my dock people are squatting on, so I got a personal stake in it. Good luck. Then I'll reinforce the town as best as I'm able. I wonder how long before some sad sap gets a splinter in their wee toe and it's up to me to fix it. Take care, Mainlander. Feels like I can finally sit a spell and relax. Take this. It's well earned. Finally, it's done. Everything that can be welded, duct taped, or superglued to the damn docks, all there. Been far too long since I've taken to the sea. It calls me, but that's for another day, Mainlander. Oh, aren't we just a riot? We're done, Mainlander. You and me both, Mainlander. Take care. Avery and Acadia both. Gods forgive me. Alan might need to be our next captain. I saw some flashes on the mountain. It weren't lightning, neither. With that nuclear fallout, the fog's going to get fierce. Mark my words. I don't have much love for the children of Adam, but no one deserves what they got. This peace with the children of Adam seems a little too good to be true. Dima? Maybe Alan's right about Mainlanders. Look to the fog. They're coming. Well, gotta get to work. Listen, I'm sorry for chewing your head off about asking about my condition. It might be time, soon, for some big decisions. Hell, might be time to come clean. Tell the others about my condition. Maybe I was hoping for a noble end. A grand fight with the Red Death, instead of ending things another way. I've been stowing away gear and supplies for a final journey into the deep. Shouldn't take too long to work the carapaces into the harbor. Cutting carapaces is a dirty job. The pay will be worth it. Not much further, Mainlander. Nothing ever is. Seems like the end of the road. I meant this to be my last great adventure. Instead, if we tell the folk back at town, I'll be a laughing stock. Look at all we've done to the harbor. I finally feel safe. It weren't easy telling Avery about my condition. Glad that's over. Just need to make it through the day. Dying's a right bitch. But afterward, there weren't no point in defending my land. Let 'em come, I guess. Certainly seems like the harbor would still fall into the sea without me. But don't underestimate those trappers by the Azalea.
The damned Mainlander is shaming the lot of you. To the fucking hull. Now.
Something's coming through the fog! Something's coming through the fog!
Run. Run.
We're clear. We're clear.
Mirelurks.
There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming. There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming. You shut Alan down real good. Hopefully he'll stay shut down when you're staring at this certainty of end of days. Clarity. Well, I haven't found it yet. Guess I'll keep looking for it. I've thought of that. Figured throwing myself on one last adventure. One I wouldn't come back from. But as much as these ingrates drive me to distraction, for the life of me, I don't know why I even told you in the first place. The island should never be underestimated. Well, you won't hear anything about it again. So let's keep it all businesslike. Nothing to be said. There's things to do. Doc Teddy? Well, I have a condition. Terminal. No cure. And now watching them all squabble instead of lending a hand? Hell, a single finger to help. Don't they realize that all the bickering for just a little bit more is a waste of breath? I've given everything I have left to this town. It's gotta be enough, right? It's hard. Things that used to bring me joy taste like ash. I remember the way things were. Doc's given me something to treat most of the symptoms. Having a hard time keeping everything down, though. My energy level's not quite what it used to be, and it's only gonna get worse. Be careful by the tannery. It's dangerous. I'm working on it. So many dead from the fog, the crabs, or whatever. And I just keep wondering how many good weeks I have left. 3, 4, 2. But after the lies, it makes the decision even harder. But now all they'll say is what a fool I am. After all I've done. Before the news, I was powerful close to tossing the whole lot off my docks. I mean, at the end of it all, what's worth doing in your final days? What's worth leaving behind? As long as I got the strength, I can't waste it. And to think, this was meant to be a final gesture, while I still have strength.
We need more bodies, damn it. We got someone outside the hull. Run, you idiot. Run. Longfellow, give him cover. You idiot. Oh, the old man nearly for that. Now man the walls.
Filthy mainlander! No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming. What we did with Avery? What we did with Avery? Avery worked tirelessly to help all us islanders. Well, I'll be. Survive the captain's dance. Never thought it'd happen in my lifetime. Even in the old days, plenty of diseases were never beat. And this, well, Teddy sent word to some mainland doctors, with my charts and all. Only heard back regrets. That's not a matter for you. Just, the hull needs fixing. Fine. Fine. My business is my own. Either help me with the cargo freighter or not. The hull's in sad shape. Yes. It's why I want to leave one last thing for them. Before I sail away. I've shed my fill of tears on this. But we've got business to be about. Single-handedly, you wiped out all those trappers. You don't know my friends very well. You don't know my friends very well. You've been of help. I won't forget it. And about that personal matter, don't breathe a word of it to no one. We're done. And once we haul a piece of the ship here, the hull will be a sight to see. Listen, I haven't told no one except the doc about my condition. Hard to get that out. When I take the long walk, I can't count on anyone else keeping the hull in good repair. So it's best to get her ready before then. If it ain't tended to in a major way, one good attack and... But there's hope. Off with you now. I've work to do. I feel a fool for burdening you. After you've helped so much, I'll get the carapaces installed. And you don't worry about me. Well, I hope not. What's done is done. Every time we've talked, you've given me a lot to think about. Every time we've talked, you've given me a lot to think about. Figured I'd bequeath my land to everyone. I think we've lived alone on this island too long. With some common land, maybe a real community can be formed. Even if they have to be drug into it. And that's the truth. Not used to talking about any of this. The whole island's falling apart. After I get the carapaces installed, there's one last thing I want to do. I used to think the captain was an idealistic fool. But on this side of the road, I like the sound of that. But after all that, I just don't know. You've been a real friend through this. If you're willing to see it to the end, for the love of... This is why I didn't want to tell no one. I ain't some porcelain doll, mainlander. I plan on going down fighting. So can we talk about the damn job? No matter what happens, or what goes down. You were a true friend. It's nothing like that. I've been steeling myself to do this for years. Can't go putting it off anymore, can I? It's all a jumble for me. You might be right. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'll meet you there. The Red Death is going down.